Welcome to the 109th Valpo Chamber Annual Meeting. I'm Rex Richards, the President and CEO of the Valpo Chamber. We are pleased to bring you this video annual meeting as a way to inform our members and stakeholders. I would like to thank our Platinum partners, Northwest Health and NITCO, for sponsoring our annual meeting. I'd like to welcome Tom Carroll with NITCO and Jeff Daniff with Northwest Health to give us a special welcome.
As Chamber members, each year at this time, we gather to hear the latest report from our city's Chief Executive, Mayor Matt Murphy. The State of the City Luncheon is one that I've come to really enjoy. It's filled with fellowship, seeing old friends, and meeting new ones. It's a time of reflection on last year's accomplishments and hearing from our mayor about what lies ahead as the city of Valparaiso enters 2021 and beyond. I am fortunate to work for a local, family-owned telecommunications and technology company, Northwestern Indiana Telephone Company, NITCO. Our company is enduring the same hardships as all of you: employee health issues due to the virus that is ravaging our country, and uncertain times ahead as we see market forces have weakened our economy in Northwest Indiana and locally in Porter County. Yet we continue to focus on the customer. NITCO is forging ahead with investment in new fiber networks, bringing forth new products for our customers, and partnering with schools and communities to make sure that high-speed broadband is available to all who need it. The year 2020 has forced NITCO to look differently at innovation and how we would implement these new ideas in order to better serve our customers. Well, NITCO's not alone. Businesses throughout the nation, and more importantly, right here in Valparaiso, are going to extraordinary lengths to creatively find a way to serve those who live here. Well, we want to congratulate you on what you've done. You reinvented your business. You kept employees on when you couldn't afford it. Some of you started over, and still, you never gave up. We see the Hoosier spirit is alive in all of you. We also want to thank our Valparaiso Chamber, led by its board of directors, its chairman, Tom Long, and Chamber President, Rex Richards. Thank you for all you do to keep the spirit alive. From all 104 employees of NITCO, we want to welcome you to today's virtual State of the City event for 2021. Thank you, and stay strong.
Hi, I'm Jeff Daniff, Chief Financial Officer of Northwest Health, formerly Porter Healthcare System. As a platinum sponsor of the Chamber, we are pleased to help bring you this virtual annual meeting. Like the Chamber, Northwest Health is dedicated to helping create a quality of life in alignment with what the community of Valparaiso and the greater Northwest Indiana region residents have come to expect. As the community grows and prospers, we all do, and so too the cycle of continued reinvestment back into the community. It is in part thanks to the Valparaiso Chamber, organizations like it, and your businesses that have made Valparaiso a great place to live and work. At Northwest Health, we're able to recruit some of the best physicians and employees from around the country because of your focused efforts in making Valparaiso a fantastic place to live. Again, thank you and enjoy the annual meeting.
Thank you for that welcome to our viewers. In addition to our Platinum partners, it is my privilege to thank our 5 Gold partners: First Source Bank, Blue Chip Casino, Hotel and Spa, CLH CPA Consultants, St. Mary Medical Center, and Teachers Credit Union. A very special highlight of our year was graduating the members of our 15th Annual Leadership Academy. I'd like to recognize each of them: Robert Bober, Edward Jones; Vanessa Brown, Express Employment Professionals; Katie Cortez, Teachers Credit Union; Dan Delaney, Brightway Wealth Management; Don Duncan, Shive Hattery; Jose Escalera Martinez, Classic Cuts Barbershop; Cindy Fortenberry, St. Mary Medical Center; Linda Gravier, Housing Opportunities; Carrie Huff, Valparaiso Country Club. Bill Hunt, Weichert Realtors, Wald Group. Sue Lawler, Ivy Tech Community College. Jessica Matson, Northwest Health. Kenny Morales, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stephanie Rosenbaum, First Source Bank. Tina Serrano, HealthLink Inc. Ed Samakidis, CLH, CPA, and Consultants. Don Wolf, Realty Executives Premier. Jacob Wright, Indiana Beverage. We want to say thank you to the 5 committee chairs who have helped so much. Eric Mashinsky, Property Ninjas Greenfield Innovations, Chair of the Ambassador Committee. Lori Daly, Porter County Expo, Chair of the Fun Day Golf Outing. Todd Leaf, Hepner, Wagner, and Evans, Chair of Legislative Affairs. Mary Siddiqui, St. Mary Medical Center, Chair of the Finance Committee. And April Wolford, First Source Bank, Chair of Chamber Network Night. We want to thank our 3 board members who have completed their 6-year terms on the Board of Directors. Jim Brodzinski, former Dean, School of Business at Valparaiso University. Karen Huff, formerly with Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute. And Pat McGinley, Teachers Credit Union. Now, it is my privilege to introduce our 2020 Board Chair, Matt Vesley, Regional President, First Source Bank.
Thanks, Rex, and hello, Valparaiso. It's truly a pleasure to spend a few minutes with you today and take a quick look back at 2020, which turned out to be a rather interesting year to serve as the Valpo Chamber Board Chair. Despite the various challenges we all faced last year, I'm pleased to report that the Valpo Chamber managed to have another successful year. We faced some challenges along the way. Sadly, we lost a board member last year to COVID. Linda Reyes Popovich left us far too soon, yet her legacy carries on through those she inspired in her many years of service to the Chamber. Many of the hurdles we tackled in 2020 were the result of limitations on hosting networking events, which are so vital to our members. But we adjusted, and we found creative ways to deliver value, much like we're doing today with the annual Mayor's State of the City address. Our 2020 efforts were bolstered by enhancing our website and our online communications, making them as robust, accurate, and timely as possible. We had 766 members affiliated with the Chamber during 2020. Throughout the year, we sold over 5,700 Chamber gift certificates, which created revenue for our gift certificate program participants. We continued to work with the City of Valparaiso in an effort to recruit new employers to the community and have managed to gain the attention of Chicago area firms looking to find a new home in a great community in Northwest Indiana. And who can blame them? There's a lot of good going on here in Valparaiso. We have significant residential projects coming online. Our business community is thriving. Our schools, our parks, and our low taxes put us high on the list of great communities where businesses and families want to be. I'd like to thank the Valpo Chamber Board and the staff for continuing to make our chamber one of the very best, not only in the state, but in the nation. It's been an honor for me to lead the Valpo Chamber as chair, and it's now my privilege to introduce to you the 2021 Board Chair and the President of NITCO, Tom Long. Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you, Matt. It's a real honor to follow you as chair of the Chamber of Commerce. The Valparaiso Chamber of Commerce has won Chamber of the Year of Indiana several times and was the runner-up for the National Chamber of the Year. That's a real testimony to Rex and to his staff. And it's a testament to the people of our community who is so willing to be involved with the Chamber and to serve on the board of directors. We have a strong team. and I would like to recognize my fellow officers on the Executive Committee. We have Chair-elect and Treasurer Mary Sudicki of St. Mary Medical Center. Vice Chair of Public Policy is Lee Lane. Lee is with Genitos, Lane, and Butendorp Law Firm. Stephanie Dozemet is with General Insurance Services and serves as our Vice Chair of Special Events. Matt Evans is our Vice Chair of Member Services and is with RE/MAX. We have Nick Larson, who is with Larson Danielson Construction Company, and he is our Vice Chair of Economic Development. And we have our immediate past chair, who we just heard from, Matt Vesley of First Source. And welcome to the Chamber's annual meeting of 2021. It is my honor to introduce Mayor Matt Murphy, who will give the annual State of the City address. The mayor has a history of serving the taxpayers, even before he was elected mayor. He has been a member of the Valparaiso City Council, the Porter County Council, and served under Mayor John Costas as the city's Economic Development Director. Mayor Murphy is also the president of Jeffco Products, a locally owned small manufacturing company. Mayor Murphy took office on January 1st, 2020, and gave his first State of the City address a mere 27 days later, where he laid out his plans for 2020. But then less than 2 months later, here came the shutdown because of COVID. 2020 was a challenging year, some difficult times, but some good things emerged also. So I'm really looking forward to hearing from the mayor. So please welcome with me the mayor of Valparaiso, Matt Murphy.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to share with you today and to serve this great city. Also, many thanks to the Valpo Chamber for gathering us today, as always. This annual celebration is where we take stock of our progress and take a look ahead at plans. And while we can't share a handshake or fist bump together, I want to stress that our standing together, even remotely, is what is leading Valparaiso through this pandemic. When I stood before you all a year ago in person, introducing a new team and sharing bold plans, none of us could have predicted the year we were facing. 2020 tested us all. We've seen more than 4,000 cases and more than 90 deaths from COVID-19 in Center Township alone. We saw resources stretched, businesses ordered to temporarily close and to change dramatically. We know that some of these businesses will not survive. We saw events canceled, funerals, weddings, the Valparaiso Popcorn Festival that we had celebrated together for 41 years straight until 2020. The loss of lives, of livelihoods, of lifestyles, unimaginable. And yet together we have persevered. The team we introduced a year ago came together quickly to adapt, and I thank the city leadership team and each employee. Services have continued without interruption. To ensure our strong financial position as a city, we've adopted austerity measures, frozen our pay, and worked together to keep our finances strong. From City Hall, we gathered together via Zoom and open conversations with faith-based leaders, businesses, restaurants, and retailers for tough conversations where we shared concerns, strategies, and resources for moving forward together safely. As a city, we offered as many options as safely we could, using a balanced approach to modify events like the Valparaiso Market, summer concerts, and the 4th of July. By issuing a limited number of free tickets, we allowed for social distancing. We applaud Valpo Parks for all their work to make activities like youth sports, runs including Popcorn Panic, open-air skating, and skate lessons, all offered in a safe way to provide options that kept us moving. We thank our police and fire departments for keeping us safe in this challenging year. Our public works teams staggered schedules to ensure services continued. Our schools deserve tremendous credit for being among the few to consistently offer in-person learning. Many of our businesses have quickly pivoted their business model, offering online ordering, curbside pickup, and also delivery. We did our best to accommodate these changes by adding short-term parking spots to encourage pickup shopping and dining. We launched a Shop and Dine Local campaign. We've reminded each other to think Valpo first. Together, we organized blood drives, food drives, and community work days. As a city, we launched a new nonprofit organization, Home Team Valpo, dedicated to helping Valpo homeowners make their homes safer, more comfortable, and more accessible. Home Team Valpo has taken an existing idea and made it bigger and better, uniting volunteers, businesses, and generous donors in the mission to help our neighbors. This year, even during a pandemic, Home Team Valpo worked together to assist 10 homeowners. Many members of our leadership team volunteered for the effort. At many points, it has felt like we were driving through fog in these past months, our destination barely visible. But we proceeded with caution because stopping was not an option. Today, I'm pleased to see the fog clearing. It has not always been easy to make decisions for a city, but we've done our best to balance safety with daily life and commerce. We're grateful to all of you who have worked collectively to do the same. We're truly better together. I continue to rely on the words of Devaney Barker, a Cook's Corner third grader who reached out to her neighbors with a letter we shared around Christmas time. She says, "Remember, this will end and you can make it through. We can and we are." Vaccinations are here. It has been amazing to see our healthcare workers, our first responders, and our seniors receive their shots. I look forward to getting a vaccination too, but I'm glad to wait until after our seniors and our teachers and our essential workers have rightfully been immunized. While I don't wish to go through each accomplishment for 2020, there have been many. To share some highlights, in the very first year of a new administration and during a pandemic, we paved more than 11.5 miles of roadway in 2020, a record for the city. And we did it economically with the help of nearly $1 million in state and federal grant funding. Our engineering, public works, and utilities crews worked together to make this record paving possible, and we all benefit from this collective work. We merged the public works and utilities departments to maximize efficiency and service. Sharing resources and manpower makes sense, and it resulted in some noticeable enhancements in communications for residents. You now know when your leaves will be picked up, and you can view snowplow priorities on a map. We're looking forward to announcing additional service enhancements for the Unified Valparaiso City Services Department soon. We continue to invest in aging infrastructure, completing approximately $6 million in water, sewer, and stormwater improvements in 2020. Our Valparaiso Police Department showed both strength and compassion in handling the peaceful assemblies the city hosted throughout 2020. Our police department continued to be welcoming and accommodating, demonstrating their true character. One of the highest priorities for our new team was to step up efforts to clean up the city. We strengthened our enforcement of ordinances for unsafe buildings, property maintenance, and rental housing. Because unsafe and badly maintained properties do not make good neighbors, we've worked with property owners over the past year, leading to the demolition of 10 unsafe or unsightly properties. These actions make way for better uses of the properties and elevate neighborhoods. The most visible of these was certainly the former White House restaurant. While it was sad to see this landmark go, the reality was that it was unsafe and too costly to rehabilitate. Neighbors can look forward to an updated and safe new neighbor in 2021, and we welcome Calkins Hill to our downtown. We also rounded up unsightly collection boxes that weren't well maintained and attracted dumping. In many cases, we found that these boxes were placed without the property owner's permission and then never maintained. Today, remaining collection boxes must be registered, properly placed, and maintained. Sadly, there were other very memorable but sad moments in 2020. We said goodbye to beloved members of the Valparaiso City family. We remember Police Sergeant Steve Kobitz, who died of natural causes while serving our city. We're grateful for Steve's 28 years of service to our city. We also lost Ryn Seibert, the wife of our Parks Director, John Seibert. Ryn was a role model for us all in her passion for her community and her faith. We mourned young Dejan Walker, an honorary officer with the Valparaiso Police Department, who inspired us all with his optimism and dedication to community. Many others were lost this year, and we grieve with the families of all who struggled with COVID-19 and those who did not survive. Today, we have many reasons to look forward and carry on the service that Sergeant Kobitz, Ryn Seibert, Dejan Walker, and others have inspired. Among the bright spots, Parks is taking bold steps to safely offer services and to add facilities and programming. We're working together to offer options for open-air skating this winter. We're also currently gathering information from the community for a new skate park. We are taking big steps forward to expand youth sports facilities. We've commissioned a study to determine needs, locations, and funding sources. I'm excited to announce good things are on the horizon for our youth sports facilities. We continue to strongly support our public safety efforts. Our Valparaiso Police Department was recertified by CALEA, the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies, one of just 15 departments in Indiana to meet this standard. And we continue to make sure they have the finest equipment and training. The Valparaiso Fire Department is looking forward to the delivery of 2 brand new fire engines in addition to the recent replacement of city ambulances. With help from a FEMA grant, the fire department will be adding 5 firefighters to the ranks this year, enabling them to have 4 firefighters on each engine for emergencies. This puts the department in the top 20% of departments their size. We continue to enhance service for snow plowing, trash and recycling, and leaf collection efforts. Under the new Consolidated City Services Department, we're working to add ways for residents to virtually track services and communicate more easily with the city. We continue to make strides in economic development, attracting several new companies to Valparaiso. These new companies help move us forward as they invest in our community, contribute to our tax base, and provide jobs and purpose. Look for some exciting new announcements in the coming weeks and months as we continue to move relationships with new businesses forward. In another win for businesses and community, we're currently working with the owners of Uptown Apartments to convert 2 of the 4 buildings from student housing to workforce housing. The result will be a project we call Valpo Works. It will provide 119 apartments to Valpo workers making between 50% and 70% of our area's median household income. The owners of Uptown intend to invest more than $3 million in this conversion. We're excited to partner with the Valpo Chamber and the Valparaiso Economic Development Corporation to make sure local businesses know about these housing opportunities for their employees. Related to this win for housing, we're eager to release the citywide residential market study in the coming weeks, evaluating the existing housing stock in the city and outlining needs that will help guide housing development for the future. Following a record year of paving in 2020, the city has already been awarded 1 community crossing grant from the Indiana Department of Transportation, which will support improvements on Eisenhower Avenue, including concrete curbs, storm sewer upgrades, and the installation of sidewalks where none existed before. In all departments, we work together to capitalize on matching grant opportunities. Valparaiso is fortunate to be in a position to take advantage of these chances to maximize value for our community. We're launching a new Valparaiso strategic plan that will serve as a blueprint in moving the city forward. We want to hear more about what the community would like to see, so we're hosting Zoom sessions and an online survey. Please share your thoughts and find these opportunities on the alert bar at the top of our city website, valpo.us. We have a new president at Valparaiso University. We welcome President Jose Padilla and his wife, Hilda. We are eager to continue the warm relationship between the city and Valparaiso University. We continue to recognize the valuable collaboration we enjoy with both Valparaiso University and Ivy Tech. We're looking forward to resuming the in-person events we all love as we can. The Citizens Academy, neighborhood gatherings, hopefully the Popcorn Festival, and this very event, State of the City. In closing, I want to thank our Valparaiso City Council and Clerk Treasurer Holly Taylor for their productive partnership. As we look forward, I want to underscore 3 things for the coming year: pride, optimism, and unity. I'm proud of the way our city has responded to the worldwide challenges by joining together and working collectively. I'm optimistic that our measured response has put us in a position to rebound quickly. I'm also optimistic that the same cooperation that has led us this far will lead us to better days ahead. And finally, I'm confident that the best way forward is united. We are all better together. If we listen to each other and work together through the challenges, we will all share in the celebrations ahead as well. 2021 promises to be a year where Valparaiso will continue to shine. We're off to a great start, and Valparaiso is in a strong position. I thank you all for your part in making this happen.
Thank you to our mayor, our board, and all of our members for viewing our annual meeting video, and more importantly, for your continued support. Please stay safe and have a great day.